council members, administrative staff, and Ms. Monroe, and the public. My name is Kenneth Haynes. My family and I reside at 443 West Rustling Leaves Lane. We purchased our home about 2 years ago, so we didn't have the luxury of making a decision on whether to sign this sewer agreement. But I stand today for another reason, and that reason being the only significant thing that's coming out of this annexation is the taxes that the city will be getting and impressing upon the people in my subdivision. Now, the location of Four Seasons Farms is in an area where we have access to Spartanburg County's waste services. So when you say you want to bring in the city services, this annexation is not a significant enough reason to do that, because we're within 1 minute or so, as well as other subdivisions within a mile or so proximity of these facilities. Now, you say that with this annexation we will have access to your fire and services and police services. We had an emergency at my home about 6 months ago, and the ambulance service that responded well within maybe 5 minutes or so. Now, I'm not sure how much better the city can get, but the annexation, I don't believe, will bring any significant changes for that purpose. All of these people here have a right to oppose the annexation. During times of economic downturn, it's never a good idea to bring up more taxes. People are more concerned with paying the taxes that they already have. And if it's not broken, then don't fix it. If you want to consider it at a later time, please do so. But give the economy enough time to take a turnaround before you consider this annexation. Again, a lot of these communities are already receiving services well enough to meet their needs. Now, if the city can provide anything better or more significant, I would be willing to hear that. If the city can provide a better feature to your fire and service, maybe a quicker time to respond, or a better waste pickup, I don't think it can get any better than what we already have. We're very close to the services that we need, and I don't think there's any more significant changes that will become of it. The only significant thing that will become of this is more taxes for the city. And at this time, I do not think it is a good time to impress that upon these citizens. Thank you.
We are well over 20 minutes, and I will ask you to complete your comments.
Thank you. I'd like to make it very quick. I'm sorry, I have a difficult time expressing myself, but I'm getting great concern. I'm Janet Teachman. I live at 110 Milliken Road, and I'm hearing a lot tonight about sewer, and that is a big concern to me. My husband, William Teachman, owns more sewer, and we try to take very, very good care of people in Madeira Village and Linville Hills. Madeira Village is, a matter of fact, 1920 Mark Court is the section that you wanted to annex of my husband's property. One of the problems that when my husband got ill, I got more involved in this. So I do know that there are a couple of areas already that the city has taken the sewer service. I believe Westgate Apartments was one of them that was supposed to be on my husband's property. And another one is, I've never used one of these. Thank you. Right here is my husband's property, okay, that section right there. Well, this section right next to him, which is like Tamara Way, and I honestly don't know the name of the subdivision. But Tamara Way is the first road. He gets calls to repair that pipe if there's a problem with it, but we get no compensation for that. So that's one of my concerns, is that if you annex all this area, that all more sewer will get taken over in the city, and there'll be, again, no compensation whatsoever, and we invested in that sewer. And we continue to invest, giving people access ports that we don't charge them for, that we put in, and maintain the lines. That's a big concern to me. I thank you for your time, and I'm sorry I didn't address you in a proper manner. Thank you.
Motion by Ms. Dogan, seconded by Mr. Reader, to close the public hearing. Is there any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed? I would like to thank those who spoke. I realize that each individual spoke from the heart and expressed their feelings. Thank you for your attendance and your interest. It is now up to council to consider a motion on this matter.
Yeah, before we take up the motion, I'd like to say something. I've been on council for 16 years. I live in the city. I've lived in the city most of my life. I serve council because I want to, not because it pays me a lot of money, not because I'm trying to get a name for myself, because it's the right thing for me to do. I do it because I live in the city as well. I take great offense to anybody saying that they're going to campaign against me or anybody else on this council. If you don't like what we're doing, that's fine and well. But I take it very personal, that comment, and it's offensive. I work a job as well as do city council work. I take my community very serious. What affects you affects me as well. And I just want to say that it's no Brady chain being on city council. It's a lot of work, it's a lot of time that we put into it. And it's a lot of passion that we put into it. Next week I have a thing called the Feed Community, where we feed people all over the county, not just the city. So it's not about us trying to make money off of anybody, or it's not about us trying to make them uncomfortable in any way. It's about us doing what's right for the people we represent. And if you so happen to become one of those people, we'll do the best we can for you as well. But don't come here telling us you're going to run people against us. I don't care whether I'm on city council or not, because I will do what's best for the people I represent, because I will do the best for myself as well.
Mr. Mayor, I make a motion we move forward with the annexation.
We have a motion by Mr. Wright. Do we have a second?
Second.
Reverend Smith seconds. Is there any discussion?
Discussion. Question. Ms. McCain, for the representative, for the citizens here, the petitions and the dialogue that he presented to us, are we ready to, once this question again, are we ready to move forward? Are we within our rights? We are.
Are there any other comments?
Just have a question to the city attorney. If we are legally enjoined proceeding on this, this will not count in the 2010 census, correct?
That's correct.
In other words, we will not get credit for these additional citizens.
That's correct.
Okay. So in other words, if our aim, one of our aims was to get credit for that census, that will not occur. If it's legal.
Any other comments or questions? No, I will call the motion. All those who are in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed?
No.
And the record should show that we voted by 6-1 on first reading for this petition. Item number 7A is an ordinance authorizing the city of Spartanburg, South Carolina to enter into amendments or amendments and restatements of a parking facility use agreement, development agreement, project management agreement, previously entered
in the heat, she should get out of the kitchen.